It's all the time in relationships that some people have. There are many people that are like this way, and you don't have to be. If you're a guy or girl, if you're a guy dating a girl, or you're a girl dating a guy, you don't have to live certain ways that some people do when they're in relationships. Like, for instance, if you're dating someone and they're addicted to something, you don't get them that addiction that they're gonna flip out and yell or something like that. Do you really want to put yourself in that relationship? You might love that person, but do you, the rest of your life, want to be in that kind of relationship where you got to worry about that person getting mad if they can't get what they're addicted to? Might be drugs, might be alcohol, might be anything, or they could even have an anger issue. Do you really want to live your life with someone like that? Or do you want to live your life with someone who will love you and cherish you and not use you? Another way I see that people shouldn't be doing in relationships, they will just date anybody because they're afraid to be alone. Do you really want that in your life? You're not as vulnerable as you think. It's okay to be alone, and it's okay to wait patiently and wait a couple years being single till you find the right one. Because when you do that, you will find true love, not fake love. You can find someone who will say they love you and will move right in with you and be with you, but do they really love you, or are they just using you and just saying they love you? You gotta think of it that way. You might not want to think that way, that they don't love you. You might want to think in your head that they do. But I promise you, a lot of people out there just use to get what they want. Like these guys out there, I hate it all the time. I can't stand seeing it. Hate is a strong word, so I dislike it. Seeing these men using these women, and these women working their posteriors off, going to a 9 to 5 job to provide for the house, and the man just sitting on his lazy you know what home all day. That I do not agree with at all. That is wrong. The man's job is to go out and provide for the woman. Now, if the woman wants to work, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But I feel the man should be out providing for his family. And no disability limits you to work. You can still do some kind of job even with disability. There are ways to adapt the job to work. So if you're dating someone and they just want to sit home and do nothing, do you really want that in your life, supporting someone your whole life? Or do you want someone who you can cherish life with and not worry about taking your money from you? Like what I mean, if that person's sitting home and you're out working and they have no income, they might ask you to buy them things. And you might have to pay for stuff that they need. Do you want to do that your whole life? Or do you want to spend your life with someone that you love and cherish and that can do it back to you and not use you? There's so many women out there that just say, I'm afraid to be alone, so I'll date anyone. You don't want to be vulnerable like that. You're not. You can be strong and say, I will be single for a little while, and that's fine. Because I know it's better being single than better just dating anyone random and then getting myself in a situation that I can't get out of, or a situation that I fall in love with someone who ain't the right one to fall in love with. Because you don't want to fall in love with someone who does drugs. Because if they do drugs, they say they love you, but in their mind, they care more about that drug than the ones they love. It's sad, but it's true. You don't want to date someone who does drugs. And if you have a child and that person says, well, your kid comes first, say, hell right, that child comes before you. That's my child. No matter if you're a man or a woman in a relationship, your child should come before the one you are dating. If not, then that's not right to your child. A real parent won't put nothing in front of their child. And a real man, if the woman has a child, will treat that child like their own and be a good stepfather to it, or vice versa. If a girl dates a guy that has a child, she'll be a great stepmother. And if not, that person is not worth being with if they can't cherish your child like you do. If they look at your child like they're in the way, do you want to be with someone like that? Or do you want to be like someone that appreciates your child? Now, the next thing, family. Family is not a competition. Well, my family does this. No. what you
status.
do,
Storage
family, you
space
work
running out.
together on both
Some
sides of the
system
family in a relationship.
functions
Like,
may not
okay, we'll go
work.
to your families in the morning, or we'll go to your families in the afternoon and mine in the morning, vice versa on a holiday. Then we'll have a nice dinner. Or this year we'll have holiday dinner with your family, and next year we'll have it with mine. That's how you do it. You don't say, well, your family's no good, mine's good. Don't be with someone like that. If they're trying to down your family and tell you your family's no good and this one did this, that, no. You don't want to be with someone like that. You want to be with someone who can cherish you and cherish your family and make time for your family. That's a real person who loves you, who will take time to do those things and bring you around their family and you bring them around your family, vice versa. But we will get more into this in part 2 because my memory on my phone's running out. This is part 1. See you all in the next video, and I promise I won't leave this video hanging. I will put a second video up in 5 minutes because my videos run out. But no disability limits you to anything in this life. I have low vision, and that don't stop me from doing anything in this life. Nothing should stop you from doing anything in your life. You can do whatever you put your mind to. I have faith in you. You can overcome any obstacle in your life, and I know that if you don't have that person in your life that can guide you, I promise they'll be there soon in your life to guide you the right way in life.
Navigate camera.